Eugene Dispatch, Carpenter Mountain on for sale.
I'm Rob Much. I'm a nature photographer, ecosystem photographer. I've been a fire lookout here at Carpenter Mountain this is my 4th season. 60 degrees, a 65 RH.
It's a hygrometer doing the relative humidity and the temperature. So this is a wet bulb and this is a dry bulb. Yeah. This is a fireway. This is the wildland fire. When they're out on the fire line or whatnot, they do it this way. So
I'm just a real independent person. I love being outdoors. And I like being by myself, so I just love being up here.
Thanks a lot, Carpenter Mountain Clear.
You know, it's my home, but it's a workplace. The solitude of being outdoors and by myself. Yeah, this was built in 1934, I believe. 1917, it's the first presence up here that I'm aware of, and it was just a large rock pier with a firefinder on it and little housing, and the lookout had a cabin that was down below, a little ridge below us. But it wasn't until 34 they built this structure so they could live up here full time. I believe it was in the 60s that sometimes they were decommissioning a lot of the lookouts around the forests. And then this was rebuilt in the early 90s, I believe. You just can't replace a set of eyes. Anything abnormal, a set of humans will catch it. It's very primal. It touches something in them, and they want to understand that, or they want to know what it's like. You know, they'd like to be out there, but they're kind of stuck at a job or something, and they can't, or you have a family. I think that's kind of what they want to do, is live through other people. And for me, it just means just out in nature, outdoors, and by yourself. For me, alone has to be quite a ways away from other people, not just rural, but like way out in the wilderness. You know, if they were in New York, maybe they go to Central Park, and for them that's, you know, peace and tranquility. And but for me, it has to be, you know, just completely hundreds of miles away from people. I don't hear any cars or any of the plane. People are down in town, and I come down after being up here for a couple of weeks. I'm amazed because there's all the sidewalks and the streets and waters flowing from taps. And you can just go down to the store and you can just buy whatever you want. It's amazing. When you're in town and you live there for a long time, you don't really appreciate that. And so when you come back up here, you kind of unplug or whatnot, and then you get back into town, you kind of appreciate it again. It's kind of an anachronism. It's like we build all this, you know, civilization. It kind of lulls us, and we just kind of forget why we have it, you know. And so then we have this feeling like we want to get out of it, and so it's kind of you yo-yo back and forth. I love being up here, but also, you know, my wife will make fun of me because, you know, she'll say, oh, you couldn't survive without your internet, and which is probably true. Months would be ideal. I would love to come out here for like 6 months.